This video is one of those ones that applies to everybody because the truth of the matter is we are all in some way, shape, form, or fashion believing a lie, whether you want to admit it or not. We believe lies that someone told us when we were younger. We believe lies that have been generational. We believe lies simply because we are, I think, prone to it because when we have naturally become, I feel like, familiar with lies, it's like the truth is much harder to perceive. We are more susceptible or prone to being deceived because we have this foundation of lies that we have built a belief system in our lives upon. And that can go way back to when we are children, that somebody has spoken something over us, or like I say, depending on your bloodline, your generations of where you came from, what did they believe, what did they teach, what did they pass down that seemed normal, that seemed right, that seemed like it was some level of truth to it, but it was ultimately a lie that caused you to, when you become older, to again navigate your life according to that. And the crazy thing about lies is that that is the foundational scheme of Satan. This is why he is called the father of lies, because this is how he deceived so many people. It is through deception and it is through lies. And it just made me think, like, if the truth can set us free, why is it that a lot of people aren't running for the truth, which is me running for freedom? It's like, and it's my belief that it's because of the roots that lies have taken in us and in our lives. Like, when something becomes so normal and familiar, it is hard to break free from that. When you have told yourself something for so long, it is hard for you to believe anything other than that. It's like lies become a stronghold around our minds and around our hearts that really and truly prevent the truth from entering in. So what it is that we have to do is we have to begin to uncover the hidden lies to discover what the truth is, and then be intentional about allowing the truth to enter into your life. Because if we do not do this, we are going to be hindered and limited and stuck in so many different ways. We are going to continue in cycles forever if we do not uproot the roots of lies and the fruit that it has been producing in our lives up until this point, wherever you are, however old that you are. It is time for you to be intentional about what it is that you are going to choose to believe, because lies are destroying and ruining people's lives and relationships and your growth and your ability to receive change and pivot and yield to the change that is needed. Because whenever when if we speak to generational things that were just taught and passed down, those are like the most hardest things to break free from, because it's normal, right? It seems normal. We were all taught so many different things that are wrong, or we were all told so many different things that are lies. And so in order for you to change that narrative, then you have to acknowledge, before anything, acknowledge that you are believing a lie. Acknowledge that a lie has been ruling and controlling your life. Because without acknowledging it, there is no tearing it down. There is no replacing it with the truth. The crazy thing is that, we often do this without, I feel like, really understanding what we're doing. When you speak certain things, like, and I'm gonna give a few examples, like when you always speak and think there is no good men, that's a lie that you believe, right? Men, same thing. When you feel like women, there is no good women. That is a lie that you are believing, that you are telling yourself. So guess what you're going to receive? You're going to receive no good men, or B, no good women. That's how it's designed to set you up. Whenever you believe that you aren't good enough, whenever you believe that you can't do a certain thing, when you constantly believe that someone else is at fault for where you are or what happened to you, when you believe and you constantly speak those things, guess what you're going to receive? Exactly what you believe and exactly what you speak. It is not, oh, I knew it. No, it is because it's this belief system. It's a stronghold that is attracting, that is what is being the evidence in your life. That's why the quote says, when you change your mind, you change your life. Everything goes back to your mind. The smallest organ in our body is the most powerful whenever we gain control over it. But whenever you let the wrong things in, whenever you let the lies in, whenever you let the negativity in, when it first becomes a thought, it takes that root, and then that root ends up coming into your heart, right? And that heart produces the emotion. And so now, because the heart is producing the emotion of what the thought has also came into your mind to do, then guess what's going to happen? It's going to produce the action according to the emotion that first started with the thought. What you believed. When people speak things over you when you were a children that you never shut down, that nobody never came and counteracted that and said the opposite, said the truth, guess what? You believed it. And I promise you, there's a lot of you who is believing something that somebody spoke to you when you was a child. There is a lot of you who is still dealing with the emotional even effects of something somebody spoke to you when you was a child, that you have not uprooted, that you have not killed, that you have not dealt with. And guess what? It's showing up in your life right now. It's being masked by how you show up. It's being masked in your identity. It's being masked in your habits. It's being masked and showing up as just, again, what you believe. So you don't really know that it's a lie. You think it's, oh, this is just who I am. This is just how I am. It started with a lie. So ultimately, what you're saying is not what it truly is. So what we got to start doing now is uncovering what that lie is. Take inventory, investigate, examine your life, and see where the lies are. See, remember who said what. And you got to begin to just speak out your mouth and rebuke things, renounce things, and speak the truth. Replace the lie with the truth. That's why the Bible says that the truth shall set you free. It ain't in there just to be in there living cute on the pages. Nah. It's in there because it's telling you the antidote to a lie is the truth. In order to fix the lie, you got to remove it to bring in the truth. You can't let it stay. You can't make excuses for it. You can't justify it. No, you got to completely destroy it. If you want to be free, that is. Now, if you like being bound, if you like being deceived, if you like lies, then carry on. But if you want to be free, if you want to be healed, if you want to see change, if you want to grow, if you don't no longer want to live in cycles, then do what I say and see how much better things will begin to be. See how much more aware you will become. See how much more discernment you will begin to have when it comes to the lie. That you will no longer allow a lie to stay in your ear for too long. As soon as you hear somebody speaking about it, now you shut it down right then and there. That's the power when you begin to really deal with a lie. There's going to be no room for deception. There's going to be no room. When you get to a certain place within yourself, you're not going to tolerate a lie. Your spirit is not going to be able to tolerate a lie. You're going to be able to detect the lie at any given moment. It's discernment. But that only happens when you become aware, when you choose to deal, when you choose to uncover and begin to speak and allow only the truth. That's it. That is all.